recording. I can go back and edit this. Hey, you're going to have to show me. Oh, never mind. I forgot. I can go to the website. Never mind. I'll do it through the website. All right. Universe as a mirror. The universe does not have your back. It has your reflection. Let's get into this. So most people spend their entire lives waiting for the universe to catch them when they fall, right? That little safety net, equivalent to the Jesus take the wheel, God provides, and all this other good bumper sticker phrases. They pray, they visualize, they make cute little vision boards. They repeat affirmations day in and day out, and then they wonder why life still feels hard. Well, truth is, the universe is not your cheerleader. It's your mirror. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Whatever you put in is what you get back. Y'all heard that before, right? What goes around comes around type deal. Same way. And if you don't like what you're seeing, if you don't like the reflection that you see, the problem was never the mirror. Guess what the problem was? It was always you. So we about to set this record straight about how the universe actually operates. I know everybody into spirituality these days, following these cute phrases, these cute affirmations and shit. I am power. I am strong. I am abundance. Cute, I mean, but if you ain't putting no real intention behind it, it ain't nothing but just dead air. That's it. So, excuse me. Oh, um, so, so about to get this thing actually how the universe actually works. Why the comfort culture, aka I ain't even gonna bring them into it. The comfort culture has failed us, and what it really means to take accountability for what it is you're creating. No, it's not about shame, it's about real power. And real power comes when you stop blaming the universe, everybody else for your shortcomings, and start to understand your frequency. Ready? Let's go. The mirror versus the supporter. All right, now before we get into that, I got a question for you. Do you believe the universe is actually supporting you or reflecting the energy back to you? Let us know in the comments. The difference is when we say the universe has our back, we're imagining some type of magical being, some type of benevolent force actively choosing to help us, right? A protector, a friend, something outside of us intervening on our behalf. That ain't how it goes. That's Sounds good. Feels comforting. Matter of fact, hey, fuck it, it feels comforting. It is comforting. And also, it's false. So the universe operates on correspondence and cause and effect. Like attracts like. As above, so below. As within, so without. Your frequency goes out, the universe matches it, boom, and send you the same thing back. So if you sending out energy of why am I always getting the short end of the stick? Oh, woe is me, throwing a pity party for yourself. Well, then guess what's going to happen? You're always going to find yourself in that type of energy. Your life is not going to get better if you continue to wear those glasses that always have you feeling blue. That's not support, that's a mirror. But here's what people miss. A mirror is infinitely more powerful than a support system because it's honest. As a support system, yes, it's good to have a support system because we're there to cheer you on. You got it. Keep it moving. Rah, rah, you know. But the mirror is going to show you exactly what you've been dishing out. A supporter can lie to you. Are you doing a good job when you over there fucking up? A mirror cannot lie. A mirror will not lie. A mirror does not have the ability to lie. It doesn't know what a lie is. So when you put the energy of scarcity, fear, lack, the universe don't judge. It just simply reflects it back to you. Suddenly opportunities look dangerous. So when you put the energy of scarcity, fear, lack, good things feel too good to be true. People seem untrustworthy. You see the evidence everywhere that there isn't just enough. So you created that signal, the universe just returning it. And when it returns it, don't pitch a fit. You get what you get, right? Because that's how it works. It's an energy exchange. What's going on, Cole? So when you put out the energy of abundance, clarity, and alignment, the universe sees that and reflects that same energy back to you. Doors open, timings feels effortless. People want to help you, and hey, it may be people that come around in your area that's in the position for you to help. All right? Because as we help, as we empty our cup, that leaves more space, and it gives us space for things to go back into our cup because you can't pour from an empty cup. Right? Then next thing you know, that's going on. Then we say it's a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences, but that's for another. That's for another episode. No, no. Then next thing you know, that's going on. Then we say it's a coincidence. All right, you didn't get lucky. You did not. You did not get luckier. That's for another. Your reflection changed. All right, you didn't get lucky. You did not. You did not get lucky. So right now, for everybody in the chat, for everybody watching the playback, Right now, what energy are you putting out? What are you signaling to the universe? You ain't got to answer it right now. Chat. Sit with it. Now, I mentioned the comfort culture earlier. Here's the problem with it. I'm gonna tell a little story. Modern spirituality has done. Let me say this because y'all know, since we in this spiritual group, we got to keep it funky. We got to keep it gutter. We got to keep it one thou wow, as the young folks say. People have turned spirituality into therapy. It's good in a way, and it's bad in a way. It's bad in a way because, everything happens for a reason is what will be said, right? Because we are big on accountability, right? Everything is your fault. Keep it moving, reflect, work through it. So we're told that everything happens for a reason, so we don't feel bad about said trauma, tragedy, or whatever. We're told that the universe is conspiring in our favor. The universe got your back. The universe will never fail you. But if you fail you and the universe is a mirror, what happens? So we're told that the universe has our back so we don't feel anxious. We're told that you're exactly where you need to be so we don't feel like failures. Oh yeah, because y'all heard me say this shit a couple times, right? Hey man, everything happens for a reason, and you at exactly where you're supposed to be at. But I can guarantee you, it wasn't for those reasons. It's because soul intricately placed us exactly where we are for a specific reason. Regardless if we feel anxious, sad, or whatever, doesn't matter. So it all feels amazing. It all feels good. It's all motivational speeches. Until it don't work no more. It works until it doesn't. And sometimes the same problems keep showing up. Right? You're still broke, still lonely, still stuck in the mud, but now you feel guilty because we think we're not manifesting hard enough. We're not doing enough mirror and shadow work. But that ain't the case, y'all. That's not the case at all. Because let me show y'all within this story where the real damage happens. We have a few individuals. Main character is Sarah. Right? Let me take some of this juice. Everyone meet Sarah. Sarah's been fired from 3 jobs in 2 years. Each time she tells herself it was not meant to be. Guess what the universe was doing? It was redirecting her. She writes it off as bad luck or bad management. It's never her fault. She never looks at her patterns. She never reflects. And when we don't reflect, we continue to fall in the same pattern with the same dumbass questions. Why me? She shows up anxious. She shows up anxious because she don't want to make mistakes. And nobody wants to make mistakes. I get it. I get it. She communicates defensively when giving feedback. You know, you met that person before. You try to give them some constructive criticism. First thing they do, throw their wall up. They put on their goddamn football gear, helmet, shoulder pads, and all the other shit. Right? Because who are you to tell her? And one thing that she does constantly is stress about not being good enough. Now we already know stress is the number one killer on the planet, right? So she's emitting a frequency that's very low of confidence and full of fear. Universe don't care nothing about her feelings. Universe like me, hey nigga, hey girl, hey dude, hey boy, woman, male, whatever pronouns you choose to go by. The universe is operating as a mirror. So it reflects it back to her. Her boss picks up on her insecurity. Clients sense her hesitation. Mistakes happen, and she's let go. The comfort narrative keeps her from seeing that she received the signal she emitted. And people don't do that hardly ever anymore. So if Sarah actually used the mirror instead of the comfort story, she's going to have to get uncomfortable. She'd have to say, my energy was anxious. She has to be honest with herself. She has to name her fears as well. Face it. I need to change my energy. I need to change my frequency. I need to change my vibration. Whatever words you want to use, whatever word feels comfortable for you, use it. Preferably use a word that's uncomfortable, right? But that's harder than blaming the universe. And I get it. I get it. But also that's where real powers go. So have y'all noticed a pattern in your life? Repetitive pattern that keeps repeating? Do you blame external circumstances or do you look in the mirror? Right? And so that's the problem with the comfort culture. We take these nice little phrases to avoid accountability. And that's pretty much everywhere I go. People's accountability's low. Don't be like Sarah. Oh shit. Now, accountability as empowerment, and it should never be looked at as a punishment. Ever, never, never, ever. Even if somebody is holding your foot to the fire. Now, this is where people get really defensive. So we have to be careful. Unless you mean like, I don't give a fuck, and say what you got to say and be ready for whatever consequence comes after that. Whether you lose a friend, get swung on, whatever. All of that comes with the territory. Now, when I say you created the signal that got said response, I have to be real careful here when saying that because now it is borderline victim shaming. Who? So, when people are faced with accountability, they hear blame, 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 blame. It's like, y'all know Woodstock from Charlie Brown, Peanuts? Womp, 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 womp. But instead of womp, 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 they hear blame, 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 more blame, even more blame. They hear judgment. They think, they think, they think they're being told that they deserve to suffer. And I'm not saying any of that. None of it. Don't you misconstrue my words not one bit. Last week word, iota. I'm saying that, I'm saying there's something far more intense. There's something far more radical. But there's no buts. Yeah, you have more power than you think you have. And for a lot of people, I think that is what scares them. How much power a person could wield if they focused in said area. Shift frequency to said area. Well, if you created it, you can change it. Remember that. Like what your mama and them say. I brought you in this world I can take you out. That's pretty much what she just said. I created you and I can change you up. I can change the senses real quick. But that doesn't mean you have to wait around for the universe to fix shit. Right? Don't have to work. You don't have to wait on the universe. The universe is waiting. You the coach. Universe be like, hey, put me in the game, coach. Put me in the Kizane Kizoch, right? You have to change your frequency and get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because as you elevate, there are going to be a lot of uncomfortable moments. You might have a shift in paradigm. Hopefully you don't go through psychic shock. It's rough in the guff. And that's why the comfort culture is so popular, though, because you don't have to put in effort. You don't have to be accountable. You're not the cause of any problems that happen to you. You know, it's like we want participation trophies from the universe, some cosmic participation trophy, and that just ain't gonna happen, y'all. So I don't know what y'all gonna do in the meantime, but if I were y'all, I would start doing some mirror and shadow work. And the more mirror and shadow work you do, the more good days you're gonna see. I promise. If you do the work. If you do the work. Hold on. If you do the work. Now, I know that may be a triggering word for some, but I have no control of what your triggers are. And I am not sorry. That's what the comfort culture is. The comfort culture lets you off the hook. I don't put you on that motherfucker. But that's why the comfort culture is so popular, though. For real. You know, it lets people off the hook. It gives passes where passes shouldn't be given and are not needed. You know, it says, keep doing what you're doing, just think better of it. And eventually the universe will help. No, that bullshit, y'all. You know, think about it hard enough, you'll get it. Yeah, but guess what? You ain't vibrating that high to manifest like that. I'm, you know, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm here to tell you, you're just not doing enough work. And that's the problem. That's the issue. You're not doing enough work. It's not because you're not good enough, not because you're not worthy enough. It's not because any of that. It's because you're not doing enough work. Hell, some of y'all, I could say some of y'all ain't doing any work, yet alone enough. But whatever. But you know, universe doesn't help. It reflects, always have, and always will, regardless of what spiritual group you're connected to. They're selling you lies. Hey, what? Selling them lies. Selling lies? Selling them lies. Selling lies. Yeah. The church. The Pope. Everybody is. No, the spiritual community that tells you that the universe got your back. It does not help, it reflects. So, yeah. Y'all want to meet another person? Got somebody else for you to meet. Story time. The broke entrepreneur. What? The broke entrepreneur? How does that work? Hey, I don't know. I know someone that wears it on a shirt. Mm, mm. All right, so everybody meet Marcus. Hi, Marcus. Hi, everyone. I'm Marcus. Okay, Marcus. And that's crazy because I know a few Marcuses. Not y'all. If the shoe fit, then it's y'all. So Marcus had a business idea. He's passionate about it. But underneath, he has a fear of scarcity. And that's what his body is radiating. A frequency of scarcity, lack, without. You know, he grew up poor. Money felt dangerous to his family. Success meant losing who you are. So even though he wanted, hold on. So even though he says he wants wealth, his real signal is, I'm not safe with money. Every time revenue starts to grow, he unconsciously sabotages it. I know somebody like that personally. He overcomplicates the system, doesn't ask for the sale, he underprices his services, and opportunities come, and guess what he does? Second guesses them. And then guess what happens? He misses the opportunity. He becomes poor. Passing opportunity. And so the universe is not withholding money from him. Oh, they poor. Passing opportunity. Hold on. Passing over opportunity repeatedly. He becomes poor. Yeah, like that. Say that right there. Remember that. Poor. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Yeah. So the universe is not gatekeeping the money. Marcus is gatekeeping his own money from getting to him because this dumbass he's not a dumbass. I'm sorry, Marcus. Marcus was foolish and not aware that he blocked his own bemoorings. He blocked his own blessings, as y'all may call them. Right? So he's attracting circumstances that match his beliefs that he is not safe with abundance. The moment he shifts his frequency, when he actually believes that he deserves wealth, he deserves his safety net, he deserves abundance, well, that's when his reflection changes. Same business, different frequency, different results. Now, I ain't the smartest person on the planet, but I do know one definition that says when you do the same thing over and over and expect different results, that's called insanity. Now, is Marcus insane? It's a possibility that he is. But here's the comfort part. The comfort part. No, the uncomfortable part. Marcus has to admit that he was the one keeping himself broke the entire time. Not the boogeyman, not the devil, because y'all know the devil is extremely busy. Not his circumstances, not his education, not his market, him. And that's terrifying. But it's also the moment that everything shifts because he's now has acquired agency. Now, dropping one, don't drop a one, don't drop nothing. I want to hear from you. One area in your life where you've been blaming circumstances instead of blaming yourself. Just name it. You don't have to solve it right away. Just name it. You named it? You got it? Okay. You got said circumstance, said area. You done named it. You done named your fear. You done named your blockage. Right? Blockage. So what frequency might this be creating for you? In this moment, right now. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper with it. What belief might be underneath that? The results you're getting, what energy are you putting out to receive it? Now, if you are really doing the work, like that little exercise, you'll start to connect your own dots. And so, since you'll start to connect your own dots, there's no need for you to go lay on somebody's couch, paying them $100 an hour to tell them some problems, and they sit back in the chair with their leg crossed saying, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So let me get this right. As they write on their clipboard, you can just send me the $100 one time to my cash app, and we can get this shit straight. Now, y'all heard me mention earlier about the law of correspondence, right? About to get into it because this is how the universe actually operates. The law of attraction, the law of cause and effect, the law of correspondence, the law of reflection. All of this is overlapping laws, right? Now let's get specific about the mechanics because the universe as a mirror, it sounds nice, but it doesn't help if you don't understand the actual operating system. The law of correspondence. Energy has frequency. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotional state, they're all frequencies. The universe doesn't judge frequencies. Humans do that shit. Only thing the universe does is just matches. I know an individual says, I match energy. I know another person that say if they go low, I go lower. You know, so it all depends on how you reflect. How you put out your energy is how it's going to be reflected to you. It's all on you how you respond to it. So like the energies, like frequencies attract frequencies, like frequencies attract like frequency. Your internal state broadcasts externally, and the external world reflects that back to you. Whatever broadcast you put out, it's reflected back to you. This isn't mystical. You know, everybody wants to associate. It's magic. That's just how it operates. We're magical beings, so that's by saying he's breathing. Duh. It's on auto. It's on autopilot. It's the autonomical nervous system. These are the things that is on autopilot within your body. Because if you had control over the things that's on autopilot in your body, your ass would have been dead. I'm sorry, I have no bedside manner. But you would have been out of there a long time ago. You know, so it's not mystical, it's mechanics. It's how radio waves work. Your radio waves. Um, Sonar works the same way, right? Echolocation. A lot of marine animals operate this way. This is how they communicate with each other. Frequency matching is physics. Now, as far as textbook physics, I don't know physics, but technically I do know physics in a different language, right? So, excuse me. So, let's meet interviewer. Hello, interviewee. So, you got a big interview coming up. We're going to have two versions of this interview response. Version A, you wake up anxious. You think I'm probably not qualified. You mentally prepare yourself for rejection. In your mind, everything is going wrong. You dress to the T, you look fucking out the box fresh, but you just don't feel it. You look it, but you don't feel it. Come on in. All right? You dress sharp, but you don't feel sharp. And so you feel like you just don't, you're just not fitting the part. You're feeling a little fakish. You walk into the interview room, your body language is all tight and stiff and tense. Your energy is saying, I hope you give me a chance. I hope you give me a chance. And when we take that energy into the interview, the interviewer picks that up. Body language. How strong is your eye contact? How confidently are you speaking? And when the interviewer picks up on this, what they see, what they're reading is insecurity, and it could be possible that they're thinking, man, I got 10 other motherfuckers who can goddamn come in and do this shit with confidence. Ain't got time to sit here and play with you. And guess who gets hired? The person with the more confidence. Or you. Which one? Second scenario. You wake up clear about what you're trying to do. Your values, your morals, your goal is laid out. Full steam ahead. Right? You know what you got to offer. You know what you got to bring to the table, to the company. Right? You dress sharp. You feel sharp. You walk into that interview room ready to knock it out the motherfucking park. And watch you going about his business. Right? And so when you walk in there, you giving off, oh yeah, this is a perfect fit for both of us. This is what the interviewer is picking up. And when the interviewer is picking that up, it's reading as confidence, integrity, and guess who gets the job? Same interview, same qualifications, different frequencies, different results. Universe didn't choose who to help. It just reflected what was already aligned, because not only did we say it, not only did we think it, we actually emitted it. We actually transmitted it out, actually gave it off for the universe to be like, oh, all right, bet. Here you go. And it's the same way when we emit negative energy or scarcity or lack of or fear or whatever low level vibration we're giving off. So now, participation time. How often do you catch yourself sending out a low frequency signal right before something bad happens? Very often, sometimes, rarely, or never notice the connection. Answer these to yourself. You don't have to put, for those watching the playback, put it in the chat. But this is really more of a reflective, so if you do, put it in the chat. Thank you. Now, we get to the part to where it's really triggering. So, trigger warning. What about trauma? Universe can't be reflecting trauma back to me. Shit, I'm one of its favorite beings. I'm a star seed. I'm an empath. Oh shit, it's another one. I'm a Hoyoka. I think that's it. Hokoya, some shit like that. Please don't beat me up. Don't blame me. Don't hold that against me. Because I don't know if I said it. I always had trouble saying it. What about trauma? What about abuse? What about accidents? What about systematic oppression? This is where people can get it misconstrued or mixed up with victim shaming. I'm not.
Stop.
And I need to be clear. I am not saying you deserve to suffer. But there are some people out there that wish you would suffer for good reasons and bad reasons. All I'm saying, all I'm saying is you attracted a frequency that matched it. That's all I'm saying. And that's the difference between victim shaming, right? So deserving implies that you did something wrong. You know, like they like to say karma. People use karma in the wrong context. That's not how we use the word karma. Karma means action. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, when we start to notice a pattern, we should use, we should put said karma in play. Action. The action to correct or break said pattern. Frequency is mechanical and neutral. The universe doesn't care about your feelings, and neither do I. It doesn't judge you for being in a low frequency. It just simply reflects your energy, and you're the only one that you should be feeling some type of way against. Changing your frequency is important.
Why I'm dancing? Because I'm happy. And because I can dance on my own. Why are you not dancing?
And here's how we break down the process. Here's the remedy, solution to change your frequency. There's many solutions, but here's just a little few steps you can do daily.
We are great.
All right, so Does everybody have a pretty much a clear understanding that the universe is a mirror? It's not. It's not your cheerleader. It's not your coach. It's a mirror. Whatever you give off is what you get back. Y'all just heard me say twice, universe, don't give a fuck about your feelings. Now, step one, awareness without judgment. Notice what energy, what frequency you're in. Not to shame yourself, not to fix yourself immediately, just to see it, just to recognize it. I'm in this frequency of state, said frequency, scarcity, fear, self-doubt, resentment, right? You in a scarcity. What are you afraid of? That's what it says. Scarcity, I'm afraid. Name that. I am in the frequency of scarcity. I'm afraid. I'm in the fear. I'm in the frequency of self-doubt. I don't trust myself. I'm in the frequency of resentment. Mofos owe me something. Name it, feel it, don't judge me. If you judge me, this will create more resistance. Judging creates more resistance, which does nothing but strengthens the frequency. You're in resentment at work. E. Alright, alright. The resentment loop. Got a quick story for you. I'm going to use you an example. I'm going to use you in our story. Is that fine if I use you in our story? We have a volunteer to be the next subject in story time. Everyone say hi to Spicy. Everyone meet Spicy. Hi, Spicy. Spicy feels like her partner doesn't appreciate her. She works hard. She's taken for granted. She's in a frequency of resentment. Here's what happens because she's in that frequency. She stopped doing things for her partner without expecting recognition. Her tone becomes bold. She starts to withdraw. She's testing to see if her partner will notice. Her partner does notice. He feels her resentment. At work, you did say at work. Boss. Change partner to boss. Co-worker. Colleague, if we want to get more professional. But hell, people even use colleague wrong. So boss becomes defensive. Nah, I like it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We're just gonna use the resentment. Work doesn't work. So the partner starts to feel the resentment, and so he becomes defensive. The relationship gets colder. She sees the coldness and thinks, see, I was right. He doesn't appreciate me. But the universe wasn't punishing you. The universe was simply reflecting the resentment back to you. And the reflection was magnifique, perfecto, awesimo. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is now. And it will stay that way until the frequency changes. Step 1, awareness without judgment. Step 2, get curious about the root. Where did this frequency come from? What belief did I create? What belief created it? Am I in the frequency of scarcity? Why? Because, I didn't grow up with people who fought about money, but I did grow up in an environment where money was tight. And so, in a way, I kind of had a money conflict relationship, right? Am I in the frequency of self-doubt? Why? And then name it. Because I had a teacher that tells me I wasn't good enough, I wasn't smart enough, I'll never amount to anything. And who was that teacher? And not only did you listen to it, you internalized it. You're not blaming the past. You're seeing where the pattern started. That's important information. Step 3. Give y'all a few seconds to reflect on step 2. And while I'm doing so, let me sip my tea. Licorice root and chamomile. Make a different choice. Step 3. Now consciously choose a different frequency, not by forcing positivity, not by some fake ass affirmations, but actually shifting your belief. Do you believe you're good enough? Do you believe you're worthy of said next level? Instead of saying I'm not good enough or I'm not enough, what if it's actually saying that I'm exactly as capable as I need to be right now? Instead of saying people always leave me, say people stay when I'm authentic. You're also, if you can see, you're also putting accountability in your correction. Instead of saying the world is unfair, that's no fair. Tommy got ice cream. Why can't I have ice cream? Because you ain't eat all your food. That's why you can't have ice cream. So instead of saying the universe isn't fair, the world isn't fair, replace that with life responds to my energy. You're not trying to trick yourself. You're expanding into bigger possibilities, more opportunities for whatever your definition of success is. If you actually believe that you're capable, how would you show up to the interview? Different posture? Different eye contact? No, not eye contacts. you know, eye contact with the person you're talking to. Different energy. If you actually believe people stay when you're authentic, how would you show up in your relationship? Any relationship. Work relationship, romantic relationship, platonic relationship, parent-child relationship. You pick. Would you show up more vulnerable? Would you show up more honest? Would you show up less guarded? A lot of y'all got walls up out there. The universe responds to the frequency that you're currently emitting, not the one you're hoping to someday. No, the one you're actively currently in at that moment. Now, oh, it's like every time I drink some of that tea, it gets stuck. But it's just I have to get back used to the flavor. So here we go. We back at it. The universe do not care how you feel. That's my third time saying it. Third time's a charm. Life happens in threes. And basically, this is the title of the whole thing. Universe don't care how you feel at all. And it matters. The universe is not your parent. It's not your legal guardian. It's not your adopted nothing. It's not your therapist. Nothing. It's not your friend. It's not even your. It's not even neutral in an emotional state. Yes? Oh, nothing. It's just indifferent to your emotional experience of it. Why? Because we've been misguided, miseducated on how the universe actually operates. And, I'm here to set the record straight. Energy doesn't care if you feel guilty about your negative thoughts. It still reflects them back to you. The weather doesn't care if you're having a bad day. The rain still falls. The sun still shines. It's still cold as hell outside. Did you hear what I say? Cold as hell. That may have went over some of y'all heads. Go look for some shorts I got up on my channel on YouTube. On healthy. It's a few shorts. I briefly break down each pronunciation of hell. But anyway, once you accept that, it's liberating. Everybody wants some mind liberation. How about about that for some mind liberation? Once you accept that the universe don't give a how you feel, that's true freedom. Because now you become in control of your own actions and or thoughts. Because it means you don't have to earn the universe's support. You don't have to be good enough. You don't have to be spiritual enough or positive enough. Positive vibes only, good vibes only. You ain't got to be one of them. You just have to match your frequency with what you want to attract. And that shouldn't even be a mind blowing moment, but for some it may be. That's it. It's mechanical. It's fair. It's predictable. And because it's fair and mechanical, you have the total power to change it. You have all power to change whatever it is you're trying to change about yourself because that's all you. Whatever you choose to think about is all you. Whatever you choose to place your focus to is all you. And whatever you want to work on still is all you. You know? You're literally just changing the frequency you're broadcasting. You're not waiting on the universe to back you up, help you out. No, that ain't how the universe works. And I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over. That ain't how the universe works. But some of y'all gonna have to continue to hear this throughout this video. All right? The reflection has to change. It's not a choice the universe makes. It's the only thing that can happen. The reflection has to change. But hey, so one more question. Question time, y'all. Does it feel more empowering or more lonely to know the universe doesn't care about you? Let me not say it that way. Doesn't care about how you feel. More empowering, more lonely, both. And it's okay if you're still processing. That's a choice too. Still processing. Fuck your feelings. I know that's right. So here's what I need y'all to understand. Let me get square up on this deal. Right? I want y'all to hear me. The universe isn't against you. It isn't for you. It's reflecting you. Every single thing showing up in your life right now is a mirror of the frequency you've been broadcasting, either consciously or unconsciously. The discomfort of this truth is exactly why most people reject it, because it means you can't blame anything else. Bad luck, circumstances, other people, none of that. or even past trauma from where you or for where you are right now. You know what you can do now to take responsibility for your frequency, which means you immediately get power, right? It gives you the power to change what's reflected back. It isn't about shame or guilt, like I said before, or forcing yourself to think positive. It's about becoming aware of what you're actually signaling, signaling, and consciously choosing a different signal. The universe will match it. Always has, always does, always will. There's no force in the cosmos that's more committing to you. For those people, I'm blessed and highly favored. Bullshit. I'm just saying, they need to get it out of their head, right? Yeah. There's no force in the cosmos that's more committed to giving you what you broadcast than the law of correspondence. So the real question isn't whether the universe has your back or not. It's whether you're ready to stop blaming it and start changing it yourself. No, start changing yourself. Right? So here's some reflection questions. Well, what we was doing the whole time, you was participating. Now here comes the real mirror work. Can you look in the mirror? What frequency have you been broadcasting that you've been refusing to look at? I'm going to give y'all a few moments to think about this before I go to the next question. Now, the pattern that keeps showing up that you keep blaming on external circumstances, what if you created it? Where in your life are you choosing comfort over truth? And what change, what would change if you choose truth instead? Where are you telling yourself a story that makes you feel better but actually keeps you stuck? Let me take another sip on that one. God damn. Where in your life are you choosing comfort over truth? And what would change if you choose truth instead? No problem. If the universe is a perfect mirror, what is it trying to show you about yourself right now? You're not ready for said thing you thought you was? Hey, you don't need to manage these folks. You need to manage this. Hey, you don't need to do nothing. You need to sit your ass down. Hey, you need to say this to such and such ASAP. Next question. What belief about yourself are you ready to change? And what frequency would you replace it with? Or taking it back in the kitchen. Don't just think about this. Feel would shift if you actually would embody that new belief. What am I afraid will happen if I take full responsibility for my reality? Now, I know that's a deep one. I saved the best for last. That is the deepest one. Usually the fear is if I'm responsible, I'm also responsible for the bad stuff. And that's terrifying. I know it is. But it also means you have the power. It also means you have the power. It also means you have the power. So, what are you actually afraid of? I'm not going to lie to you. This is not easy work. Within going through some of these exercises, naming said block, naming said frequency, it may be painful to bring back up. You're going to have to rip some band-aids off. You're going to have to rip some scabs off that didn't properly heal or that didn't fully heal. You're going to have to rip it off. But just like it's painful to rip that band-aid off, to rip that scab off, that's where the healing begins. That's first step to healing. So, like I said, this isn't easy work. The comfort culture makes it so much easier to stay asleep, but you're here, awake, conscious, procious. We'll get into what that means. But for right now, conscious. You're asking these questions. Hopefully, you're answering these questions mentally. No. And since you are, that means you're ready to see something different. You're ready to emit something different. You're ready to receive something different. And the universe isn't going to help you. It's just going to reflect you. And that's actually the best thing that could help. Because it means you have the power to change everything. The reflection will follow. And so I hope this was helpful for those who be out there talking about some doggone, hey, the universe got my back. I hope this gave you clear understanding of how the universe works. And I'm going to say it another time before I get out of here. The universe does not have your back. It's a mirror. It always will reflect your actions. No, it always reflect your frequency. Whatever you're putting out, you're going to get it back. Now, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for watching this playback. If you made it this far, you're in the top 1% of people who actually want to grow spiritually. Thank you for staying. And y'all know I get up out this thing. Out this thing or out this piece. I always like jumble words together. But anyway, you're all stars, so shine like one.